Namaskar. Om Shakti Hrim Namah Shivaya Hum. Narmada river, Ganga river, Yamuna river. Narmada Ashta Stotram. O Devi Narmada, I salute thy lotus-like feet, beauteous with the breakers of the heaving waves of ocean, with which the drops of thy waters mingle. O giver of prosperity, I salute thy feet bathed in water, which disturbs rebels, the cause of which is sin, is also all fear at the coming of the messenger of death. O Devi Narmada, I salute thy lotus feet, giver of celestial blessing to the lowly fish in thy waters, foremost of all sacred rivers, distractness of the heavy weight of sin of the Kali Yuga, giver of welfare to multitude of fine fish, tortoises, alligators, and erratic geese. O Devi Narmada, I salute thy lotus-like feet. The overflow from thy depths washes away the sins of the world, that destroys all great sins and the mountain of calamities. O giver of happiness to the son of Markandeya, at the fearful moment of the world dissolution. O Devi Narmada, I salute thy lotus-like feet, and thy waters worshipped by the son of Markandeya Shaunaka and other enemies of the Asuras. Destructress of rebirth in the ocean of the world, protect us from all worldly pains. O Devi Narmada, I salute thy lotus-like feet, worshipped by countless lakhs of immortals, Asuras, Kinnaras, and others, whose backs resound with the fearless song of many lakhs of birds, giver of happiness to Vasishka, Pipava, Kardama, and other sages. O Devi Narmada, I salute thy lotus-like feet, held in the minds of the beasts Sanat Kumara, Nachiketa, Kashyapa, and by the beasts Atri, Narada, and other sages. Thou who blesses the work of sun, moon, Rantideva, and Devaraja. O Devi Narmada, I salute thy lotus-like feet, weapon against loves of sins known and unknown, the giver of enjoyment and liberation to all beings and animals, and of happiness to the abode of Virinchi, Vishnu, and Shiva. O Devi Narmada, I salute thy lotus feet. How sweet is thy sound, head on the banks of who has sprung from the hair of Shiva, destroyer of pain and sin of hunter and singer of the linnet and the fool, and of the heart of the submarine fire, giver of happiness to all beings. Whoever reads but tries daily this hymn to Narmada will never fall into misfortune. He will never see Raurava. He will never be reborn, but will reach the glorious abode of Shiva, so difficult to attain by this body so easily gained. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Shakti Hrim. Ganga Stotra by Valmiki. O Mother Ganga, go fight with the daughter of Himalaya. Thou art the necklace on the dress of the ace, the banner staff whereby one ascends to heaven. O Bhagirathi, I pray to thee. May my body perish after it has lived on thy banks, after it has drowned thy pure water and swung on thy waves, and has remembered thy name and cast looks on thee. O Mother Ganga, O deliverer from hell, even a bird living in the hollow of tree growing on thy bank, even a fish or tortoise living in thy waters, are greater than a king worshipped by his enemies' wives, made afraid by the sound of the bells on the necks of his maddened elephants. Not even a bull or a bird or a horse, nor a serpent nor an elephant suffer the pain of rebirth and death, if they live at Kashi on their holy banks. Better off are they than even a Raja living elsewhere. Furnished than he be with the glories of courtesan, whose ever-moving golden wristlets sweetly tinkle. O our supreme lady Bhagirathi, O wanderer in this river region, when shall it be that I shall be found by the hands of heavenly women with their beautiful cowries? When too shall I be happy enough to see my body packed by crows, devoured by dogs, drawn along the earth by jackals, carried by thy torrents, tossed upon thy banks, and borne by thy waters to and fro? May the daughter of Jahnu be ever victorious and protect us, she who is like the fresh vigorous stem of the lotus-like feet of Vishnu, like a garland of jasmine flowers on the head of Shiva, like the banner of victory of Lakshmi presiding over liberation, she who cleans us of the stain of sin arising from the Kali Yuga. May thy sacred water be pure for my daily bathing, thy water covered with leaves of palm and tamala, or shower and pine, with all the creepers on which play no rays of the sun, white and brilliant, like the conch, the moon, and the water lily, stirred by the rising breast of the wives of the Gandharvas, Devas, Siddhas, and Kinnaras, what time they bathe therein. May the water of Ganga, whoever charms, satisfies you us, she who has fallen from the feet of the enemy of Mura, who wanders upon the head of the enemy of Tripura, the destructress of sins. May the auspicious waters of Ganga ever purify us, the destructress of sins, the great enemy of sins, adorned with waves wandering in the mountains, passing through the caverns of the Lord of Mountains with the roaring sounds, stiller of the dust from the feet of Lord Hari. Whosoever at early dawn, having cleansed his body and purified his mind of all uncleanness, arising from the sinful Kali Yuga, raises him to Ganga Devi, composed of 8 verses, shall never fall into the ocean of the world again, but shall attain liberation. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Shakti Haum. Yamuna Ashtakam. May the daughter of Kalinda ever cleanse my mind of its impurity, she whose waters, beauteous as the black body of the enemy of Mura, cleanse the overgrowth of the plants and shrubs which line its pleasant banks. Indra's heaven compared with thy waters is but a sink of straw, distractors of the sorrow of the 3 worlds. May the daughter of Kalinda ever cleanse my mind of its impurity, she whose stream is highly adorned with overflowing water, distractors of sin dark as night, like unto nectar, greatly powerful for the destruction of all great sins, beneficent one who is black of color, through company with the body of the good son of Nanda. May the daughter of Kalinda ever cleanse my mind of its impurity, the touch of whose shining waves washes away the sins of multitudes of beings. Devoted to thee is a Jataka bird, receptacle that thou art of freshness and sweetness, giver of desire, on the bodies of whose banks swans ever dwell. May the daughter of Kalinda ever cleanse my mind of its impurity. The gentle breeze on her banks dispels the lassitude of those who have rambled and played thereon. The beauty of her waters is beyond the power of words. It is indeed the concert meant with her current, which purify all rivers male and female on the earth. May the daughter of Kalinda ever cleanse my mind of its impurity, destroyed by the witnesses of her sandy banks, lavered by her waters. She who is ever white, adorned with blossom beauteous as the rays of the autumn moon, may she then purify me by her waters, most excellent that they are for the worship of Bhava. By her white splendor, distractress of the darkness of night, may the daughter of Kalinda ever cleanse my mind of its impurity. The past and the unguteness of the beauteous Radhika, calls her what is in her which Radhika place. Possessor is she of the body of her the husband of Radhika, which by none other may be possessed. Skilled is she in making her way through the seven sleeping ocean and in filling them with waters. May the daughter of Kalinda ever cleanse my mind of its impurity. Her stream is beauteous with the woman of the cowheads, made passionate by the scant of the past and unguent, dropped therein from off the body of Achyuta. Garlanded is she with the clusters of champak flowers. Set it in the flowing hair of Radhika, of all such as come to bathe in her waters. Neither is the one the servant nor the other master. May the daughter of Kalinda ever cleanse my mind of its impurity. Pleasant always is she with groves, where Nandanandi ever played. Bright is she with the ripening blossom of the Kadamba and Malika flowers upon her banks. It is she who safely carries across the ocean of the world all such men as bathe in her stream. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Shakti Hrim, Om Tat Sat, Om.